Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Stella and this is the Road To Orquevaux, a weekly vlog that I am putting up to detail how I am getting myself from Canada to France in 2022 in the most zero waste way possible. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It will really help me out. I'm just a baby channel. And like and comment below and let me know what your favourite cheese is. Seeing as how we're talking about France. I don't think I've actually told anybody what Orquevaux is. It is an artist residency in a big chateau in the countryside of France where visual artists and musicians and poets all go, and you can spend 2 weeks or 4 weeks there. I selected late in 2022, so I think like autumn sometime. Can't remember now, it's over a year since I applied. But they did say because of all the things that have gone over the last year, they're gonna have to probably spread out their residents a little bit more. So what I asked for might end up getting shoved. I might go later, I might go earlier. So everything is a moving target right now with this entire plan. I don't even know when I need to be in France yet. So just gonna go with the flow. I'm so excited because conversations have started with different girls' rock camps across the world this week. So I've been reaching out to the Northern Irish one, the Calgary one, and a bunch of others as well, just getting some really fun ideas moving, and hopefully something very tasty will come of that. So this week I realized I've already passed 100 kilometers in a weekend. I did 60 and then 45 and then another 20 or so. So well out over the 100 mark in a weekend. So I'm happy about that. That's great. I had such a mad week this week. I got to talk to two guys who cycled across Canada from Vancouver to Halifax in 2017, Gail Beaudry and Ben Rowland. And they were nice enough to spill all of their knowledge for me. There's a portion of Northern Ontario that is particularly dangerous for cyclists to go through. So Ben was suggesting possibly taking a detour down through the States to avoid that part of the road, which is also a total possibility for me at this point. And I have some friends in Michigan, because that's the portion that you would go through, but the roads aren't as good down there. All the preparation in the world will only get you so far. Ben will tell you about that now.
On the route that we took, Kenora was like our gateway to Northern Ontario. And we had stopped in sort of like a shopping center parking lot kind of thing. We were just sort of chilling with our bikes, planning the next part of the journey, and out of nowhere, unprompted, this guy just came up to us, a very older, an older guy, who kind of looked like John Waters. Just to give you some context, I don't know if you know John Waters, but um, he had these really cool sunglasses on and was just like this Hawaiian shirt and just very present and very grounded. And he just came up to us out of nowhere and told Kale and I that accidents are a confluence of many things, and the route we're about to take uh, is a route where a lot of accidents have happened. And so you can't really plan for fate. You can't really change the course of things, but you can prepare as much as humanly possible and put the odds in your favor.
Okay.
And it was really, it really like hit us hard, because we again, we didn't ask. It was unsolicited advice, but it was welcomed. you know um and that story, or the advice that the guy gave us, it stuck with us the entirety of the time we were going through Northern Ontario. And I think it actually helped us to be more alert during that stretch. So to be fair, I think about that piece of advice all the time whenever I'm about to do something where, there might be a risk of danger or an accident or something like that. It's, the more preparation you can put into something, the better your odds are, right?
When they got out to Halifax, they decided that they would, like, for the laugh, just weigh their trailer that they had. And they had a trailer, the yak bob that's like a one-wheel trailer that I've been like scouring the country trying to find for myself because it's out of manufacture. But one wheel is better than two in terms of drag. So that's what they had. So they had this little bob, and then they had a machinist friend build an extra rack on top so that they could sit their guitar on top of. So everything weighed about 120 pounds, which is about 50 to 55 kilos. Around about the equivalent of me dragging my own dead body along behind me. So hopefully I'll hunt down a yak bob so that I'm not dealing with two wheels behind me. The craziest thing is that Cale had said that he only had the caliper gears on his bike. So when you're going through the Rocky Mountains, there's some really intense inclines. And so the boys were like, they were cycling along the hard shoulder, but because he didn't have disc brakes and he had the weight of the trailer behind him, he couldn't employ his brakes going down the hill because the heat would build up too much and it would blow out his tire. So he had to freewheel down the hill, and at points he just had to like pull out into the main traffic lane because he was going as fast as the cars themselves. So that's not something I want to do. I think the fastest I've clocked myself is probably 50 or 60. I don't need to speed wobble my way through the Rockies with crosswinds on the way to play a gig, so I'm good. Disc brakes for me. I'm generally pretty superstitious and I don't like talking about things until they're finalised. The first day I put out the post saying that I wanted to do this cross Canada thing and get myself to France, a really nice guy from Sea Rock Live, Hartley, reached out to me and asked if I wanted to partner with him as his featured artist, and we would do this Canada portion together. So we're building a pitch to Via Rail with this huge giant plan. There's a lot of components to it. So if it works out, that means I'll be able to travel by train across the country. And if it doesn't work out, I will be cycling my ass across the country straight away. So we'll see what comes from that. Again, loads of decisions to be made. I do very much feel like my poor little fiddle leaf fig tree. Just, I don't know which way to go at this point. If I cycle west to east, first of all, it'll burn a lot more energy before I get to France, but it will mean that I've already done the cross Canada cycle. However, if I don't and my other plan falls into place, then I'll have to do it on the way home from east to west, which means I'll be constantly cycling into a headwind. So I don't really know what to do. But as things unfold, I think they'll make my decision for me. So if you would like to help out this crazy scheme and get my feet over to France, all this month for Pride Month, the month of June, 20% of my t-shirt sales from the Fire release are going to be going to the Girls Rock Camp in Calgary. So you'll not only be helping out them, but you'll be helping out me. Or you can go along to the fan club, join up there. There's loads of really tasty treats in store there for fans. You get like a sneak peek on the album that's coming up. I had said it was going to be released in 2021, but as every independent artist knows, you take your time and you multiply it by 3, and that's the real answer. So unfortunately things are stretching a little further than I had anticipated, and it won't be released until 2022 at this point. However, singles from the album will be coming before that, so stay tuned. The fan club are going to be getting an exclusive preview to the entire album in full by the end of this summer when it is finished, long before it gets released to the public. So definitely worth checking out there.